in a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers. The final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss. There wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for the Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of
Uh-oh, somebody called the local zoo.
The following.
High Chief Peter Maivia taking on George the Animal Steele in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the Animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain them.
The Animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the Animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. The High Chief better be prepared for Steele to get even crazier.
Oh, Maivia's prepared, all right. The man is extremely tough and agile. In fact, the High Chief's entire body can be considered a weapon. And driven down in a powerbomb.
Peter Maivia now with the upper.
Yeah, and Maivia has really figured the Animal out here. Watching!
Oh, man!
Ooh, saw it coming and hit him with a shot to the face.
Oh, no.
Oh, not to the belly!
Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steele as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief. And the tribal tattoos on his body are extremely intricate and definitely eye-catching.
And Steele is, well, he's an ugly creature. Enough hair on his upper torso to classify as fur, folds in his bald head, and he's like a modern-day Neanderthal.
Jumping headbutt.
Measured up nicely.
Fist drop.
And just...
No, nothing fancy here. Tasting victory.
Backed up. Turns it around and the shoulders are down. And what's this?
Why'd he do that? What's going on?
We've seen that Steele isn't above using a foreign object to gain the edge against Maivia. So he's got to have the advantage in a match where they're surrounded by one huge weapon, right?
Well, you'd think that, Cole, but think about how these men prepared for this match. The High Chief is a consummate professional whose game plan for this stipulation. George is tied up here.
Well, that'll do some serious damage.
Is it enough? Is it enough for Peter Maivia?
Well, George has certainly seen better days.
Ah, there's a headbutt. George the Animal Steele is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the Animal.
Do you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The High Chief Peter Maivia. When you consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician, well, you can see why the High Chief is the favorite in this match, even with the steel cage stipulation.
Oh, that brings a rush of blood to the head.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up. That's unnecessary. The superstar looks to be grabbing a hold of the wrist.
Oh, I hope they got their shots.
The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui. The animal may be wounded prey at this point.
The High Chief closing in on a successful hunt.
Flying!
Ooh, headbutt.
Oh, nothing pretty about that.
Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
And you can see Steele is struggling to weather the storm of the High Chief.
Counter. He knew just what to do.
Short jab. Just raining down those shots to the back of the neck. Double axe handle. Oof.
Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows? Maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime.
Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this war against the animal. Got him in the corner now.
Oh, my goodness. Stomping away, and then the knee right into the throat. Then a knee right to the throat.
Oh, good gravy. Thrown into the corner with a... something extra.
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Wwe2k25 family. In fact, Peter's considered a double leg takedown, got the shoulders down.
Turns the tables, shoulders down. Why on earth would he give up the pin?
He's got bad intentions. Vicious right forearm. George clearly wants a fight here. Running hip attack. What impact.
Telegraphed that one and delivers a blow to the gut. Boom, what a punch.
No signs of either combatant backing down. Boom.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe. Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
Neither competitor is backing down.
Oh, that just looks like it busted him open.
Oh, right to the throat.
Going right after the arm of their opponent, applying the arm bar. Nice takedown. Just twisting. Ooh.
And George Steele has the High Chief in dire straits after that move.
Oh, man, a callous attack to the knee.
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the animal, he doesn't know what to expect.
Set up for a second time.
Caught with the backbreaker.
And George is laid out.
He's trying to make his way up the cage.
The climb to the top now is going to take every ounce of energy.
Makes it to the top, and now just needs to find a way down. And all he has to do is finish getting over the top of the cage, and he's home free.
You can almost taste it now.
Having a problem lifting that other leg over. This fight continues.
What a reversal.
The top of the cage is so close, yet so far.
He climbed to the top of the cage, but now his choices are limited. Victory could be close at hand, but first he's got to get himself over the top of the cage.
It's not over yet.
It took all he had to get up there, guys. He might be gassed.
Oh!
Uh-oh, face first.
Crashing to the mat. He's pulled back down mid-climb.
You got to wonder if that's it. We're deep into this match, so another climb might not be in the cards. And that'll put an abrupt end to his little one-man show. Gets driven into the corner.
Played him on the top rope. Uh-oh, up to the second rope. Starting to ascend the steel cage.
You have to be cautious while climbing. Don't want to slip and fall.
Finally reaching the top of the cage here. And he's straddling the top of the cage, just feet away from making it to the outside.
And now the climb down could be as tough as the climb up for him.
And the High Chief defeats the animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal.